I was just reading comments. And responding. And I'm so glad if whatever I say can resonate, whatever the definition of resonate is, that it resonates in you. And that it's if it's giving you the least minute amount, I hope it gives you a whole bunch of encouragement. But if it gives you this much, that's great. That's great. We are at 28 degrees. We've got a heat wave. We were minus like 9 last night. We've got a foot of snow. Well, we've got, I'd say 8 to 12 inches of snow, and then we've got about an inch worth of ice under that. I don't care. Really, it doesn't make, it's neither here nor there to me about the snow. As long as I don't lose electricity, but that's been the problem is, when we have this kind of weather, is the people on oxygen and stuff like that, people trying to keep their babies warm. But I haven't done without power. So I've really kind of enjoyed being inside and not having to worry about doing anything. I just, I've slept a lot. And you know what? The longer I sleep, the better my joints feel. The better my joints feel. I don't have anywhere I've got to get up or be or anything I got to do. So, I've just been sleeping a lot, and you don't even want to change clothes. It's so cold, much less take a shower. You know what I mean? It's cold. But now it's warm as toast in my little camper. And my gas guy, my propane guy, he come yesterday and checked my my propane tanks. I've got 2 100-pound cylinders. And if he'd come and checked it for me, and he said, "You're still on the first tank." And I said, "Well, praise God, right?" And I've got a little Eden Pure heater going right there. And it's this one. I've got a window open right here. I've got my little window open. So, and a warm cup of coffee. I'm talking to you. What more could you ask for? But the wintertime is hard on me. It's, the least of my problems is my shoulders, but I can't hardly move my shoulder right now. And, legs, but, I mean, there the heat just kicked on. My cats actually went outside today. Out there stretching their legs. They're pretty feral. They didn't show up until about 3 months ago. I moved here about 6 months ago, and they showed up, and they really had a pretty rough life. And so they just took it. I just fed them. I can't stand to see nothing hungry. I did not want another animal. I did not need another animal after Bubba, but they are they made my house a home. I enjoy them. I really do. I appreciate them. I don't like dealing with litter boxes very much, but whatever. I usually don't. They usually go outside. So, I've read a lot of comments. And people struggling. People going through divorce, or they've one lady lost a daughter, and in some way, shape, or form, I can identify. When something bad, when you've got somebody trying to do you in, you're always going to be the last one to know. whether it's anybody. It could be any circumstance. So, for me, I would just prefer that from here on out, I make my own decisions, and so part of that is that, we have a tiny home, not my little tiny home. I did not plan it this way. This was only all I could work out, because I couldn't live at my property. I still can't live there. He's still living there mortgage free, and I'm living in a camper for now. But God has a way of working things out. This has been, I've been able to keep the lights on. I've been able to buy groceries. I've been able to make it. I'm able to make it because, it's hard to get divorced if you can't afford a lawyer. You got to have a lawyer, and they're not free. So, God's worked it out where I'm making it, and so until this is over and done with. So I certainly give him all the glory. But whatever our circumstance is, Kid Rock said one time, he said that people would ask him, when did you know you made it? When was like this epiphany moment? And Kid Rock said they all were. He said when he was young and he was doing this on a, maybe singing on a corner or something in his neighborhood or a street party or something, I don't know. He said that was the pinnacle. And he said, then the next, and he said, I still can't believe it to this day. And that is the way that I see my life. And I'll tell you this too. If I would have listened to the good Lord's 10 Commandments in my late teens, early 20s, I'd be in a whole lot better shape right now. In every way. My health, financially, everything. It could have only been better. So I encourage anybody to, just give God the glory. And he can't help you if he can't help you. He can't prosper you. He can't save you. He can't pull you out of that deep, dark pit if you don't want him to. I'll tell you what, you can't get out of it without him. And like I told the lady, and this lady said, you can't meet nobody nice if you got a dumbass hanging around. I've always, and God forgive me, but that's what I always told my daughter. You can't meet nobody nice if you've got a dumbass hanging around. And nobody has the right to take your life and put your life in their cage. They don't have the right to do that. You're a human being. You're not an animal. So, there's my kitty cat. So for myself, I just inadvertently circled my wagons, and like I said, I'm not divorced yet, but when I am, I will not be getting married again. I don't even want a man. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Really? You think I want to do that again? Look, I don't care if they're the nicest person in the world. They can be nice to somebody else. I do good to get up and take care of making myself an egg. I do good to get up and make myself an egg. Take care of these cats. keep the bills paid, keep the dishes washed, buy the groceries, get a shower, take my medicines. I've still got to do that. I ain't done that today yet, but I'm going to watch him. He is just a love bug. He is just so beautiful. What are you doing, old man? He's a good baby. He's a good baby. You couldn't ask for no little old cat than this. He was so pitiful when I got him. He was in pretty rough shape. But he's not now. He's all healthy and filled out real quick, and he's young. He's about a year and a half old. But I do cemetery arrangements. I'll do some videos on this. I can't right now. There's just no way. There's no way. I still have not finished moving in here. I've only been here 6 months. I've got to get my area. I've got to get my flowers organized. You know, my sewing machines, things like that. All of my yarn, my fabric, things like that. But I will be doing videos upcoming. I would say it'll be around spring, at least. Get down, Bobby. See, he don't want to. He's a real gentle cat. But no matter what it is, if you don't know where the next dollar's coming from, get yourself to where there's Mama Cat. I know, I see you. No matter what it is, call on the Lord. I gotta let him in. Hang on. I'm back. I mean, I've been there, but you know, when you're going through times like that, you can't fall apart. Sometimes ain't much to choose from. And do the best you can with what you've got, and just try to make it better step by step by step. And I would just say, you know, be very careful who you let into your life. I don't care if it's the opposite sex, your grown child, your mother, your neighbor, your whoever. You cannot function with a dumbass hanging around. You can't. That nobody has the right to knock you off your feet. And you have to take care of yourself, because if you don't, well, I'll put it to you this way. I'll take care of things because they ain't going to take care of me. It's my life. What I say so, you know. And, I mean, these know-it-all, these idiots, I mean, think they know it all and don't know shit. Now, I don't care who they be. He's playing with the phone cord. Oh, now quit that. I was afraid he was going to get my foot with his claws. I don't care if he plays with the phone cord. He went scampering back through there. He's fast, and where he ain't got no tail, he's just so funny. He looks like a little bunny hopping. And people say it's like sitting down and talking to family, you know, watching my videos. And I'm so glad. Because we all are family through the blood of Jesus Christ. Ain't that right? And you know, I've got girlfriends, and they have these beautiful lives. They really do. But I think sometimes they've got the beautiful home, they've got husbands, they've got family dinners, but you know, they'd like to be me sometimes. It don't matter. And, you know, it's like I said, I mean, if somebody's born with a silver spoon in their mouth, that is not their fault. They don't know the difference. Any more than it's my fault or your fault that maybe we're struggling. And I don't want to make negative videos. I want to make upbeat, fun videos and funny and stuff like that. Like I said, I'll be doing the, I want to do some videos on cemetery saddles and vases. And then I'm always crocheting, always crocheting. And I just found a sweater today that I want to make. But, and I do, you know, like when I'm doing home improvement projects and things like that, or maybe organizing, I don't know. But the internet has changed everything so much that we're just kind of trying to find our feet every day when we wake up, right? Charity begins at home. And what you don't use, you lose. You can only do one thing at a time. There ain't no easy money. Arthritis. Nina, she said, every time I see your latest video, it has more views. Cool. And I thank you. I thank you. I thank everybody that takes the time to say hello and to drop in and touches base and makes connection. And I have the time to respond. And I do respond. And I do care. And it lets people know when they read those comments that they're not the only one. When I listen to preaching, I listen to Phil Robertson. I also like Billy Graham, Charles Stanley. But Phil is my go-to. And Phil Robertson, he is passed over now, but he is all over the internet. If you need to hear plain talk that makes sense, puts it into plain, everyday, hillbilly English for you, go to Phil Robertson on YouTube. When I can't find my feet, that's where I go. And then it just reminds me of what I already knew. My grandfather was a preacher. And I know it slid down through the DNA. I know it did. Oh, Lord. My ear is hurting. I'm so dry from the heat, you know. And I've got a humidifier. I bought a new one, $49. And, I mean, it's going right now, but I'm still dry, you know. Still messing with my sinuses and ears. And it just dries your skin out, everything. But, you know, for the person that's sitting there all by themselves, maybe you got your dog at your feet. Maybe you're living in a vehicle. Maybe it's Christmas. And you don't have a living soul. Yes, you do. You have God and you have that dog at your feet. You have every person that passes by and smiles at you. And if you have breath left in your body and it is a day above ground, you have the opportunity to make it better. And that is up to you. Your health is up to you. Only you are responsible for your health. And that includes your mental health, your physical health, your social health and well-being. That includes it all. Stress level, management of your life, finding structure, managing your life. You managing it. It's not somebody managing it for you. But whether you're on your feet or you're not, it's always a good day to help somebody, ain't it? If you can help them. People don't have nothing that help people all the time. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, they're a millionaire. Phil Robertson. An example.